Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mr. Razak. Let's dive straight into today's topic, which is inverse function. An inverse function is a function that reverses the effect of another function. If f of x is equal to y, then the inverse of that function is equal to x. That means if you look at the original function and you take an input x, output value will be y. But if I want to look at the inverse function now, you take the output y and that would bring it back to the original input x. Here's an example. If my function f of x is equal to 5x plus 4, and I have been asked to work out the inverse function, the first thing I will do is, instead of writing f of x, I'm going to write down y is equal to 5x plus 4. Then, instead of writing y, I'm going to change it to x, and the x will be changed to y plus 4. Now, I'm going to make y the subject of formula. To do that, you can see there's a plus 4. So what's the opposite of plus 4? Minus 4. Minus 4. And you're left with 5y is equal to x minus 4. And to make y the subject of formula, I will divide it by 5, divided by 5, cancel both sides, and you're left with y is equal to x minus 4 over 5. And this means you've worked it out. So now, just to write it down over here, this means the f of inverse is equal to x minus 4 over 5. That's my answer. Let's look at another example. We'll do the exact same thing. So instead of writing f of x, I'm going to change it to y equal to 4x squared plus 1. And then we'll change these two. So we'll change y to x and x to y plus 1. Make y the subject of formula. And this means take this plus 1 to the other side. If this is plus 1, the opposite is minus 1. And minus 1 on the other side as well. And this gives me 4y squared is equal to x minus 1. Now, divide both sides by 4, and you're left with y squared is equal to x minus 1 over 4. Now, if I have y squared is equal to x minus 1 over 4, square root this, and y is equal to the square root of x minus 1 over 4. Here you go, you've worked it out. So f of inverse is equal to the square root of x minus 1 over 4. Let's look at another example. So you can see the function f of x is equal to 2x over x plus 1. We use the same approach, so instead of writing f of x, I'm going to write down y is equal to 2x over x plus 1. And then I'm going to substitute the x and y. So instead of writing y, I'll write down x. Instead of writing x, I'll write down y. That becomes 2y over y plus 1. And now I'm going to make y the subject of formula. That basically means take this y plus 1 to the other side. That gives me x, open bracket, y plus 1 equals to 2y. Expand the bracket, xy plus x equals to 2y. And now if I want to make y the subject of formula, the best thing to do is, in this case, take this xy to the other side, and that becomes minus xy. So you're left with x is equal to 2y minus xy. Now factorize y. So I'm going to factorize it, and that gives me y, open bracket, 2 minus x equals to x. And now you have x is equal to y, 2 minus x. Divide both sides by 2 minus x. Cancel out. You're left with y is equal to x over 2 minus x. And you're done, because you can rewrite this as f of inverse x equals to x over 2 minus x. We have another example as well. So the next example, again, we'll do the exact same thing. So y is equal to 1 over 2 x squared plus 3. And then instead of writing y and x, I'm going to substitute them. So I'm going to change them. That gives me x is equal to 1 over 2 y squared plus 3. Make y the subject of formula. That means take all of this plus 3 to the other side, so it becomes minus 3, and you're left with x minus 3 is equal to 1 over 2 y squared. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get rid of the fraction. So if I multiply both sides by 2, that means you're left with y squared is equal to 2, open bracket, x minus 3. And expanding this bracket gives me y squared is equal to 2x minus 6. And now factorize, not factorize, square root a, and you're left with y is equal to the square root of 2x minus 6. And now you're done, because you've made y the subject of formula. That means you've just done the inverse operation. So your final answer is going to be f inverse of x is equal to the square root of 2x minus 6. Now that part is really important. When you make y the subject of formula, you must change it to the notation f inverse x. Okay, at this point, you can pause the video and attempt these two questions. When you're ready, you can resume the videos. Hopefully, by now, you would have attempted the questions. So the answer for the first one is f inverse x is equal to x plus 2 over x minus 1. And this one, it would be f inverse is equal to the square root of 4, open bracket, x minus 2 over 3. Here's another example for you guys to try. Pause the video again and give it a try. When you're ready, resume the video. So I hope by now you've tried the question. Here's a model answer for you. So that's for part A. And once you've worked out the inverse function, the second part is asking you to substitute the value minus 4 into this inverse function. And that would give me 4 times it by minus 4 plus 1 over minus 4 minus 1. 4 times minus 4 is equal to minus 16. Minus 16 plus 1 is equal to minus 15 over minus 5. And therefore, the answer is plus 3. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any feedback for me, then please leave it in the comment section below. Adios.